They were great days, but it was all based on a market on steroids. Loans were cheap enough to keep driving housing prices up. But when interest rates returned to normal levels in 2006, the spell was broken. But for one person, the future was still bright. Ben Bernanke, Alan Greenspan's successor as Federal Reserve Chairman.
Tell me, what is the worst case scenario if, in fact, we were to see prices come down substantially across the country?
Well, I guess I don't buy your premise. It's a pretty unlikely possibility. We've never had a decline in house prices on a nationwide basis.
People could no longer get new loans to pay off the old ones. Those who had been given a mortgage despite a very low income couldn't afford to stay. The prices started falling, making the mortgage-backed securities increasingly worthless.
There's not much indication at this point that subprime mortgage issues have spread into the broader mortgage market, which still seems to be healthy.
The rating agencies removed the high ratings from the securities. Investors who never looked beyond the ratings suddenly didn't know what they had bought. They didn't know how risky those loans were.
Overall, the U.S. economy appears likely to expand at a moderate pace over the second half of 2007, with growth then strengthening a bit in 2008 to a rate close to the economy's underlying trend.
The dominoes started falling. Investors stopped buying mortgage-backed securities and refused to lend to those who depended on them. Investment banks like Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers suddenly couldn't get new loans to stay in business. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac could no longer hide the disaster. The financial crisis started in a way that is eerily similar to today's situation. It started with an economic crisis in the US and a government that responded decisively. After 9/11 and the dot-com collapse, the US government decided to save the economy by inflating a new bubble. Today, the world is trying to get out of the financial crisis by inflating a new bubble. The difference is that this bubble is much bigger.
After they did the dot-com bubble, and that burst, and they reinflated it with the real estate and credit crisis bubble, and then when that burst, now they've created the bubble of all bubbles. And it's not only the United States, this is a global bubble. They're all into it. It's called the bailout bubble. Hey, the economy's going down, recession's setting in, sales don't look good, exports soft, need more money? How about, we'll call it stimulus packages. And from Australia to the United States, from the UK to China, they're dumping funny money into the system to keep it going.